Hey there, welcome back. So, someone informed me that there was like two full videos at 2 hours each of my microphone being unplugged or shut off, and I just want to really apologize for that. I need to get into the habit of checking to make sure that the green bar, which indicates that it's picking up my voice, is actually showing up when I hit record. I just get into the groove and I'm playing the game so much I don't look over at my other screen. And anyways, I feel very bad. There's nothing I can do to restore it. Um, the one key thing I want to mention is that I had realized we were playing some of the characters wrong. So I respect Heinrich's, and I found Kasha has a hidden talent that I wasn't even aware of, and you have to take something else to unlock it. And then I believe we respect Abelard because I didn't think the assassin thing was really working out well for him. And I don't know if those silent videos included the time where I was explaining all that to you. So I just wanted to reiterate that. Now, you may be noticing that this is a completely different character, and it's true because I created another. I'm just addicted to this game. I can't stop playing it. So even when I can't record because I got a lot of noise going on in the house or whatever my reasons are, sometimes I just like to watch TV while I play. I got this other character that I created because I think it can do even better than what we're doing in our playthrough. And so I wanted to show you some of my concepts of what I mean by better. So my character that I created here is it's only level 5. So we're very early in the game. And you can see he already has a lot of toughness and his intelligence is at 50 and really high ballistic and perception. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a sniper character, sort of to compete with the Earliet type, except it's not going to be Earliet, of course. And the and I am doing Iconoclast because I do think that that is the best that suits my playstyle. Um, but I went with what's called a Astra Militarum Commander. So he's really cool. When you look at him walking around, he has a little beret that he wears. It's really cool. But anyways, what it does is he has this regimental tactics. The commander and all allies deal an extra 28% damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or any of the allies. So basically, as long as one of my allies or myself is next to a big boss or whatever, he's going to provide an extra 28% damage to everybody for one turn until basically his next turn. Also, all the commander's allies suffer no damage from any ally attacks. So if you accidentally hit your own person, no big deal. Um, it won't hurt him. It's a once per combat ability. Um, and then if I right click on it, this 28% changes based on his perception. So as I increase perception, this bonus is going to get better and better and better. And so that's why he's going to be our sniper. He's going to be our perception person. And then of course intelligence, because I also made him our skill monkey, basically. And if we get into the talents, you can see what I mean by that. I've talked about this many times. I went with the operative, and I chose calculated relations, where persuasion, coercion, and commerce are based on intelligence instead of fellowship. So fellowship is a dump stat for him, and as long as the intelligence is high, then all of his social skills are high, and it's also helping him improve things like the Xenos lore, and basically, he's a one-stop skill monkey shop. And he's going to be a sniper. So we're going to focus on perception. It might be a little too ambitious because there might be, okay, well, you got to get your ballistic skill up. You got to get your intelligence up, and you got to get your perception up. That's three things. It might be a little too much. I don't know, but that's what we're gunning for. All right. So it's very early on. Um, we also have so Forge World characters. He gets a 50% critical hit chance because intelligence is used to calculate this. So as long as the intelligence keeps going up, then so will this. Um, and then of course, let's see. What else did I take here? He does have some flagship post abilities, which I thought was interesting, because we didn't have that with our last character. And yeah, I think that's it. Now, as far as like, what did I flag for him for leveling up? Oh gosh, I haven't gone through and flagged anything yet. I did flag a few things. This is more on the common side. But he has we're gonna focus on either a solid projectile or laser weapon, whichever one's the better sniper weapon. And he's got some things like if he uses his Astra Militarum. Well, that's right. I took one that. Anyways, as he gets them, and there's ways to, like right here, it's gonna. If he kills an enemy after using his skill, or he uses his skill on an ally, he just automatically gets 10 momentum. And so there's some, things that are going to be based around that Militarum skill that's going to make it even better. It's just that it's only used once per battle, so I sometimes worry, like, it's not that good. But right here, if he's adjacent to any ally, he deals an extra 14%. And again, it's based on perception. And this one is all the time. It just stacks with regimental tactics. So that's one, if I can get him next to somebody, then he can snipe. And as long as he's next to somebody, he's going to do even more damage. And then I also marked this one, which he's going to gain a bonus to hit and the dodge reduction with single target attacks, which is what a sniper does. So it did point out, though, that there was something I took that should be showing up here. That's not the one. Or maybe it was somebody else. I might be confusing him with someone else. Yeah, I probably am. Okay, so this is specifically designed for a main character who will be a well-rounded skill monkey, doesn't need to rely on anybody else, although will still rely on other people, because I actually made a little spreadsheet, because he can't focus on every single skill in the game. If he raises his intelligence, a lot of them are going to naturally go up. But that's the point, is if he's ever left without somebody, he could still have a fighting chance of passing a test. But given the help of everybody else in the party, he should. Okay. So obviously I have my standard characters that are already in the game, and then you can see I made 3 more. I basically made my family. And then we're going to have Pascal, because Pascal has unique abilities that nobody else in the game gets, and those are hard to pass up. Like, it's really hard to make a character that's better than Pascal, and it's also hard to make a character that's better than Kasha. Kasha is going to do her thing, Pascal's going to do his, and then I have these 4 characters that are going to go with them, and they're all custom made. I've lost 3 profit to make these characters in addition to my own, but that's what we did. So we got character 1, which of course I'm naming after my children here, but so what he is he's an officer. Now you might be thinking, well, why you took this thing which gives you the social skills, so why do you need an officer? Well, the reason you need an officer is for the resolve. Officers are resolve-making machines, and they still do a great purpose. They're not just about social skills. And he is going to focus on the social skills, and if he's in my party, I'll use his social skills instead of my own. But the point is I don't have to rely on him It was just a single talent spent. It was no big deal. So, anyways, he's an officer, and we gave him the resolve to give his resolve by 3. And look, he actually has 9 resolve. He's level 5, and he's already at 9 resolve. Um, Now, here's the key thing. I made him a Hive World character, which is what I did in my first playthrough. It actually works really well. The strength in numbers gives him plus 3 resolve if he's near other creatures. So we're going to take advantage of that. And we made him a commissar, which gave him bonuses to his fellowship. As you can see, fellowship is his primary skill. But he's also going to be a melee weapon skill, and basically he's going to be a melee weapon wielding officer. And then he will become a tactician later. So I do believe I have his stuff starred out. I do. So we took a whole bunch of officer skills that we want him to pursue. He does have the camaraderie one, which is willpower checks will be based on fellowship. So for him, willpower is a dump stat. And then he's got a couple cool ones, like if he uses the at all costs, he can possibly get another one. Here, if he's adjacent to an enemy, he gets plus 2 resolve. And that's going to keep growing based on his fellowship. So it's just going to get better and better. So he's a resolve. Here's the skill I was thinking of. When his momentum is less than 100, he uses at all costs, he'll grant 30 momentum. And again, it's based on the fellowship bonus. Upon killing the marked enemy or targeting an ally. So he's just going to generate tons of momentum. And this is something we should have been doing in our party that we're playing. And then he has a bunch of common stats, probably way more than he's going to be able to take, that we just have earmarked. I'm going to have him be a chain weapon and shield, sort of like the way Abelard was. He's not going to be a big damage dealer with his melee, but we're going to give him a shield and a chain weapon and let him do his thing. Alright, the next one. My other son wanted to be, basically, he loves being barbarians in D&D, so that's what we're going to do. He's choosing strength 50, toughness, high strength, high toughness. But it's with a twist. Look at his willpower. His willpower is 50. And this is something that Argenta is the only character you could even try to do this with, but you can't change her archetype. She's a soldier, and soldier doesn't work. So, I made this one a warrior. Let's look at the features. We chose for Imperial to just get humanity's finest. And we took strength, of course, for that. So he got a plus 10 strength. But I made him into a Ministerium priest. And the reason for that is we get the War Hymn grants a momentum equal to 10, and it's based on the willpower bonus. And it grants additional 5, also based on willpower, for each enemy that's in a 5-cell radius around him. So he's going to be a melee, possibly a two-hander wielding, melee destruction type character. He's going to cast this thing, get 10 momentum plus 5 for every enemy around him. So he's basically going to charge in and try to wreck as many people as possible and generate all this momentum. So if you'll notice, I got 2 characters that are going to be generating lots of momentum. And then lastly, why did I go with the high willpower? And that's such a weird take, right? Well, some of it has to do with the soldier skills, or the warrior skills, are warrior skills. There's nothing there. But if we get further in and we look at so right here he gets 16% armor, again based on willpower, against now granted it's very specific enemies, but then look, his resolve is permanently increased by his willpower bonus divided by 2. And then check this one out. he's going to gain a 4% chance, again, it's his willpower bonus, to completely ignore enemy attacks. I mean, the best you can hope is get to a willpower of 100. I mean, you could, by the end of the game, get to 140, maybe 150. So that means this would be around a 14% chance, which I think is significant. So we chose willpower to be one of his primary skills. And I would swear to you that there's a skill in here where willpower is used to determine more than just the armor. I could be wrong. Like this one here, melee, deal an additional 8 damage based on willpower, and then armor penetration based on willpower, and then willpower bonus damage if it's against Xenos. Yeah, so I need to flag that one. That is an amazing one. So a lot of really, really cool willpower bonuses to armor and ability to do damage. And somewhere in here, I actually think there is something where maybe their hit points or some. I don't know if it's hit points. I was under the impression that willpower was even more important than toughness for this character. There was something I read somewhere. I just can't remember where it was. Bear with me, but anyways, it's a new character I'm trying. I think it's very, very cool. I think it has the potential to be really powerful. And you can't do this with any of the base game characters. Abelard's the closest you can get, but you can't change their origin to make him a Ministorian priest. The only Ministorian priest in the game is Argenta, and she's a soldier. And so you can't make her into a melee warrior unless you really want to butcher the soldier thing, which is all about shooting. So it's a really bizarre. You could still focus on willpower with her, which is something I maybe I should have done better in our playthrough. But yeah, that's your only way is you could maybe do some kind of willpower build with her, but that makes her even tougher because there's so many skills that you have to improve with her to make her good. And then last but not least, this is probably the least necessary character. That's the Blade Dancer. I honestly thought that the Kibbles and Bits is pretty darn good on her own. You don't necessarily need to do this. I just did it because, we wanted to include everybody. And so the issue, or the situation here is, obviously we have a high agility focus. And I went with a criminal, crime lord background. Because my dog always likes to steal treats. So at the start of combat, the crime lord gains 2 stacks, which is intelligence based. If they are attacked, they deal damage based on perception, dodge, and so this is like their ability that they have, throughout the game. Everything else, of course, is based on agility. And then they have here, so let's see. We chose the Death World. I may not have taken the skills yet. Let's look at what I have starred here. So you get your standard Blade Dancer stuff, and I feel like I got way too much stuff selected here. I'm not going to be able to take them all. But they have really good background items. So, for example, the Death World characters just have really good things to keep them alive or give them extra critical. But then with the boss, the Crime Lord thing, there was some pretty cool things going with that. And like I said, this one is probably the least necessary. I'm not sure that this is going to come out better than Kibbles and Bits. And if it is, it's only going to be marginally. But choosing the Crime Lord and Death World background definitely maximized her origin and skills to give you the best shot at doing the Blade Dancer. And I don't think I would change anything. I think we're doing Blade Dancer the right way by making an Executioner. You could go Assassin. I just think the Executioner currently is better. I love the bleeding effects. I love everything about it. Anyways, that is something I've been toying with. I have no intention of showing another playthrough on unfair difficulty, but I guess I'm just trying to represent that I just can't stop playing this game. I mean, it's just there are times when I do get exhausted, because something's lingering longer, or some of these missions require me to wait too many loading screens or whatever. But this is a near perfect game for me. I can't express enough how much I just love this game. And the more I play, the more I learn, and the nuances of how to make these characters even better. It just, like, we're doing the unfair difficulty playthrough, and I've made so many mistakes, and I'm learning from those mistakes, and we're still winning the unfair playthrough. We're in Act 4 for Pete's sakes. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I would do, or I'm doing now, to tweak it even more. And I'm playing with the idea of custom-made characters because it just gives me complete control. I do think that the characters that come with the game are excellent. But anyways, I'm going to pause it and we're going to load our game. Okay, we are officially loaded. And I was looking at, like, there are achievements I haven't gotten yet. And some of them surprised me. Like, it says I haven't explored all the worlds, which I'm a little shocked. It's like, which worlds haven't I seen yet? I don't know. And I'm assuming that's because once I'm in Act 4 here, I don't know. Like, I'm only going wherever there's a yellow indicator or this. I'm not revisiting all the worlds again. And maybe that's my mistake. So with that said, there is a unidentified anomaly here. We can go check out. And I can warp travel back. And he's interfering. He's an annoying guest on my ship. He's like criminal collusion. It's like the FBI all over again. The Mueller report. Ah, I didn't mean to click that. That's not a bad one. Macro cannons make an additional +1 attack. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go with that ability. So that was nothing but good stuff that came out of that. Thank you, Solomon, for being a nosy jerk. Alright, so because the complacency is 10, we're able to finish colony construction projects like immediately. The moment you say to build it, it finishes immediately, but sometimes there's situations where you get bonuses. You gotta sort of let the game catch up to you. It's like right now, whatever I build, it's gonna finish right away. And you can see there's a lot of stuff to build. So we have Bastion here. That's gonna make the ship better. It's gonna use up a lot of... Actually, no. It doesn't block anything. And look at this. We're going to get 7, 12, 7, and 7. And it's going to be doubled. So we're going to get 14 weapons, 14 mechanisms, 24 people, and 14 provisions when I do this. And bam. We're rolling in some of the stuff. And that's because of the 10 efficiency. So it's really nice. And here you can see Foulstone is quite far along. In fact, I would say we're done. I don't see anything left to build, except for this one. We gotta get 45,000 rep. This is what I'm talking about. So like these little scenarios, when you build all these things all at once. So we're gonna just ask the typical questions, ask what our officers think. And you know, see, I don't even read the stuff anymore. And here we're gonna get... I don't care for this. Although it would be really good if you need somebody that has to have high intelligence. I'm less interested in items that I can wear, because the game floods you with so many items already. It's hard to want another one unless it's super powerful. Complacency is still... We could use a bump in complacency here. It's like this one gives you plus 10 to 3 things, which are nice things, but again, it's something you have to wear. Not a big fan. And this is minus 1 of everything. Well, if I have to choose, I'm going to take this one. Now, our provisions, look at that. We're up to 67. Takes a little longer to build here, because we're not at 10. Everything that's gray... So we can pay 4 people. We're going to lose more complacency. That's a problem. Losing complacency also causes your profit to go down. This one gives us 5,000 rep, which is important. We lose 3 security, which we might be able to absorb. This one, I would wait until I could somehow get my complacency up, but I may not be able to. Again, it'd be nice to get the complacency up, but I may not be able to. I always have to be careful it doesn't block something. Then we have the high level. So if I'm healed, it increases their damage. So if any ally is healed, they just get an 8% damage boost for the rest of the combat. It's not horrible. Well, A one-handed sword, 20 to 30 damage. Not a horrible sword. I think this is a good one. We have plenty of promethium and provisions. We'll go ahead and build that one. This one, we're at 10, 10, 10. So this is just going to give us 24 promethium. It doesn't block anything. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Bam. And then this one, going to make everything go down, but give us 18 people, which we don't need. So this requires Xenos Intoxicant, which I don't think we've built. So it has to be somewhere else. Get plus 10 intelligence, fellowship, and willpower, which is important because right now I'm a psyker. The willpower alone is worth it. The other two will help me with my skills. So this is the one we want. So we need Xenos Intoxicant if we can. This one requires massive reputation. That is a really nice sword. 30 to 40 damage. That would also be good. This one's horrible. So that requires reputation we're nowhere close to having. This one requires Xenos Intoxicant somewhere, but it's not here. So let's check. Kiava Gamma. Get those two up. It's already 10, 10, 10. We're just spending stuff. This is probably the rarest one for us right now. I mean, I can do it. But it's spent resources. And why can't we do these? We need holy ammunition, explorador rep. That's a really good engine. And more of these than we'll ever need. And psi rating goes up by 1. As long as you're full health, you deal an additional 60% damage with your psychic powers. Holy cow, that could be really good. We don't have the rep. That's a lot of damage. I mean, these are good too. Now look at that, 20,000 rep with the explorators. Okay, holy ammunition and something Xenos Intoxicant. So I'm just looking back here again. Right there it is. So we could do this one. I think we've been avoiding it because of the complacency issue, which so far I don't know how to solve. Holy ammunition sounds like a Foulstone thing. And there it is. We don't have enough rep. Then here's what I was telling you about. Like, we need to trigger a bunch of these. So this one gives us 5,000 rep with the people we need. A security. It's a crappy book, but the 5,000 rep is good. That's pretty good. I mean, not everybody has good awareness, but so awareness divided by 10 is the same as saying the well, I guess it's not a characteristic, like a perception bonus. I mean, some characters have 100 awareness. Most do not. This gives everybody 15 Imperium lore, complacency, which they don't need. Another rep. You know what? I'm gonna do the thing that gives me 5,000 Drusian rep, just because we need so much. And then look at this, bam! All those items. Puts us through the roof. So let's keep going. We're at 10, 10, 10 with these guys. So this one, for example, yeah, 10, 10, 10. I'm going to get 8 profit and a bunch more people. This is going to give me 10 more profit. This is... we are running low. Oh, right there. Power armor. And then security +3. Yes, yes, yes. We definitely want this. Two-handed exotic sword. 12,000 rep with the Imperial Navy. Wow. This attack that pushes enemies away. If an enemy cannot be pushed, the wielder is pushed away instead. It deals an additional plus agility bonus damage. I don't know. See, it's Drakari. None of us have Drakari weapon proficiency. So, and right there, I would get 12 of this, which I need, right? And this will become 24, 24, 24. I'll have more resources than I ever care to have. It is going to cost me 3 profit. I won't be able to use this. I mean, that's really good. What's this one? Light armor. Efficiency and security, but not complacency. It's going to spend more profit. And I already have more people than... I'm not sure this is a good one. Then the last one, I think I was going for this. Improves the profit and gives us 20,000 rep. You know what, though? This one gives us the resources we're low on. So I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go for this. And bam. We are... Now we did lose 3 profit. I think we're okay. Really do. And then this one here, I can now afford to do because I have plenty. So we'll go ahead and do that. And this one's fully built up, I think. That's what I mean. You just gotta click out, click back, and then these things. So we got some gene stealers. It's an interesting item. So I'm just going to go through one more time. See how everything's triggering here. So Janus is the only one that never got to 10. So we'll have to wait for that to finish. So bear with me here because we're not done. We now have to see if we can improve our reputation with the Drusians. And we improved our reputation with the Navy. So there's a couple of things going on here. So this is the quest for kibbles and bits. So the Navy is maxed out. And we will finish grabbing everything they have. There's no reason to trade with them anymore. Yeah, they won't even let us go up higher levels. So max level with the Navy is 14. So whatever Jay's bonus is. And you can see, like, they're up to 33. You know, we got 2 at 19. So I'm just going to grab those items. We can get 3,700 more. I was at least able to get some levels with them. I don't know if that was enough. And we go here. I think this one we were keeping because I wasn't sure. No, something screwed up here. I got rid of torpedoes. Yeah, we can't do that. You can't launch these guys without torpedoes. %, hit, 20% crit. I don't think I need this. So lance weapons increased by 30%. 80 damage. The melt-a-bomb mortar. You know what? As much as I love lance weapons, this one's better. $15 instead of $13. Triple void shield array. %, hit chance. Nine on each side. This is a better one. So here you can see allies have lance and macro cannons increased in damage. But I'm going to put this on. This is the best auger array, I think, in the game. So now that I did this, the whole lance damage thing is not as important. So I have this lance battery here. Not as good. This is for sure... Well, it has a 20% crit chance. The Melt-A-Bomb, I really enjoy the Melt-A-Bomb. This one, I think, it's good for the allies. But right here, 30% increased damage for lance weapons. Right now we only have one lance. That's not worth it, so I'm going to send that. And then this, the Melt-A-Bomb's just better. So we're going to send that. There's no way I'm going to use this. I'm saving some things for sentimental reasons, but yeah, I think that covers it. So now, just double checking here. She's got the best persuasion. Demolition. It's still close. He's doing the best there. Doing alright there. She does not have the best warp lore, but you can see I have no ship abilities. Yeah, she's fine for awareness. Okay. So we have one last thing. Scroll this down. This is good for an executioner, of course. I just don't know who to give it to. It would be Heinrich, if anybody. Yeah, we're not going to do it. So if you kill somebody with Blade Dance, other enemies become staggered. That, of course, is her. You know what? We can do it instead of this. I don't like the rings. If the weapon skill's more than 55, 10% dodge. Yeah, it's only 35% armor. Not sure I care for it. One-handed force sword, that's of course him. The thing about this one is when they kill an enemy, it lowers veil degradation by 8. That is impressive, but we need damage. Then, my other characters that I've been messing with, it's stuff like this that I have in my head, like the power hammer. But this force sword, which is one-handed, it's got massive damage on it. 32 to 40. I mean, it flat out damages this thing. Then the flamer. So here you can see 16 to 24 damage. And this one's 18 to 26. It's not very different. Slightly higher damage, so we'll equip that. And like I said, this is a really nice sword, but I don't know anybody who can use it. I don't even think she can. Nope. Then this one here, the power armor thing. 15 intelligence. This thing is amazing. Yeah, this book is not that good. But this, the power armor. I needed to take that as a skill for him. It's overall, it's just way better. So, do I dare respec him just so we can do this? That's the hard part. Is there anything I took with him that I regret? So he's going to get to take... He's going to have to level up 3 times before he gets to take power armor. I guess we'll hold on to it. Close, but not enough. Alright, let's see if we can do some damage. So I don't know why we would eat the bodies. All right. Holy crap. We're not meant? Every single one of them has broken up with me. I mean, I'm sort of all in. I already let the other two go. Kibbles and Bits and Jay. You have to beg all three of them, apparently. I don't want to end anything. Oh my goodness, here it goes. A lark. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to butt kicking. But yeah, all three of them, you have to beg. Alright, so I know I need to do this part here. We're gonna go take care of this room right here. Adder mat 2. Maybe this is the issue. This is... Nope. This is... It just teleported me to another system. So the rumor's gone. We at least took care of that. Now we're over here. Is there something I can manage while I'm here? Not really. There's a bunch of rumors down here. You just gotta get to there. From where I'm at, I would need to go here, then there, then up, and then over. Sure. I guess I'm stuck doing this. It's experience points at least. Okay, so with the frame of mind of, I may have explained it on one of those videos where my microphone was broken. Heinrichs was the one we were playing wrong the most. So Heinrichs, even though he's a psyker, fellowship is the most important skill for him. Which, as you can tell, I am trying to build it back up. His willpower, it is high, but I'm really not doing much to improve it directly, at least. We're improving it through other methods. And here you can see I've taken, geez. Oh, that's right. Because he was a warrior, he wasn't able to upgrade fellowship. So I haven't been able to upgrade it directly either. So, what we do is Kasha here has the ability to give him fellowship with her tactician. And so we're going to go ahead and start this. And we're going to just send her in. Hit all three of them.
I am your blade and shield. Death is a blessing.
One is already dead.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Man, this sword is amazing. This Craven's Bane is working so well.
I shall not fail. Come, the other side awaits.
Wow.
Trust me, death is a blessing,
There's another one over here.
as honor ordains. As the tenets demand.
She's got these new skills we're not even using, but
Vengeance.
At your beck and call.
yeah, that axe just did some really nice damage there. So I just gave him some more. That works.
Follow my lead. I took care of this one. I will do my duty.
So this increases the resolve of everybody by 2. So, because really, the thing with him, why do we want fellowship? It's because he needs resolve. All of his skills use resolve. They don't use willpower. The one skill that uses willpower is he has this healing ability, and that's the only one. It's see, like this uses resolve. His psycho rating and the resolve. There's no willpower involved in that formula. And so I apologize. I don't know which videos I lost my microphone on, but if it was one of the ones where I explained all this, I'm just re-explaining it. And my apologies to you if you've already heard it. So
Everyone, step aside. Nothing stands against me.
And yeah, you're starting to see.
Let's see to it.
I mean, he just wrecked this guy.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. Let's see to
And
it.
I probably should have done this before I even attacked, but then we got this. So I am going to activate Heinrich. Have him do this. Just Carnival of Misery everybody. And that gave us momentum. So he's going to end. And now I'm going to Carnival of Misery everybody. And that just ended the battle. Unfair difficulty, folks. Total carnage. Like I said, I don't even think I'm playing this game optimally. I think I'm doing really well, and I'm understanding the mechanics well. I'm not necessarily... I'm sure if somebody really was paying attention, they would have a lot of criticisms of some of my choices. But it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the point is the game, even at the highest difficulty level, lets you do it. Now, with that being said, there's some tough battles that we've encountered, and I was definitely frustrated. And there's a few in the back of my head that I'm not sure how I'm going to get past when we get to them. So, stay tuned. I think it's going to be a little bit of a cakewalk until you hit the certain points. And then all of a sudden it's going to be really, really difficult. Okay, I think I am now going to here. Alright, so since I'm over here, we could do these rumors. There's also a big thing on Footfall. We gotta liberate Footfall. Cordia, or whatever Corda, has taken it over. So we're gonna have to deal with that. We got some rumor stuff to deal with. Just took 9 damage. You get 2 points every time you let the navigator resolve it. Sure. So everybody on the ship aged tremendously. And then we got an item we don't even need. So I had made a comment earlier that I don't understand why we have all these items that are giving us coercion. And then I realized that if you choose the new class, the Origin, the Arbiter Origin, almost all the skills that come with it are coercion based. And so that's why you would take this. We, of course, it's a worthless item for us. Right, so one more thing done. We got another one over here. Oh, come on. Again? I guess we're getting experience points for it. Barely, but we are.
Marching ahead. The Arch enemy fleet will be eradicated.
These are different enemies. These guys like to roll and explode. I'll put her there.
Brace yourself, Abelard!
Alright, so she's first. So this is what I was meaning. This linchpin. So I'm going to target an ally, and they get +1 resolve for every 5 stacks. So they'll get 3 resolve for this. So if I give this to Heinrich here,
If I may.
then his resolve is now up to 10. And that, of course, makes his skills more powerful. And we'll go ahead and
Isn't this a
put
job
some
for
people
the
on
serfs?
fire.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And then we'll give an extra turn
Isn't
to
this
Heinrich.
a job for the serfs?
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
Dare you!
So everybody took some damage, but he,
I won't object to it. Holy terror.
look at that, 143
Smite your
damage.
enemies.
That's really good.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
All right.
As honor or caught by the web. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done. Trust me.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
There's not a good... Maybe... See, the problem is you can't end your streak on the monster. You have to go through them. And it won't let me... It won't let me see that one.
2 are better than 1.
122 damage from the eagle. That is so good.
I can do that with the right incentive.
But alright, we got him going. He's got this ability. So we're gonna give that ability to Heinrich.
Set this in motion.
Always Heinrich, by the way. Because if he has full momentum, he would take Sword of Faith. So you always have to choose between the Sword of Faith and this. And since this is a free one, just do this one right away. So everybody's nailed. And he can cast it again. I don't know why he's getting all these extra actions. It was supposed to be just to do his special ability. Then we get to do this, which grants 30 momentum.
So done.
And yeah, everybody's on fire, or almost everybody.
I know what to do. They won't expect this.
As beauty demands.
And then you can hear we just got momentum again. So now we're just going to do this. And I got momentum again.
Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow.
Done. Oh, it's back to me again.
Pain
And just like that.
beauty go hand in hand.
Win.
Ah!
I don't think there's anything to loot.
I've suffered worse.
These aren't meant to be tough battles. These are just annoying flying through the warp yellow battles. I mean, you could argue I got 10 points, spend them. But I think we're going to have to upgrade a few things. Okay, I remember. This is the one I was telling you about in the last video. Somebody on an intercom is going to be taunting us the whole time. And I do want to do this, but we're going to leave for a second. That's a fun one to do. But this ice world here, with this distress signal, one of the achievements is there's a secret underground bunker. Right, so this is where the distress signal was. We came here and we cleared this out, or at least I thought we did. But there's an achievement that there's an underground bunker, which I've done this, I mean, at least 4 times now. But then again, you get into this mindset of
Experience.
you think
Nothing
you
matters
found
more.
everything, so then you leave.
Venture forth.
So the only thing I can think of, because I've never found an underground bunker here, is that it requires you to walk somewhere and discover it. Like, I've always thought that this ice looked funny. This right here. But if there's something I'm supposed to be doing here, I don't see it. And I don't
Trading
think...
is just like art.
I mean,
It
maybe I
takes
can...
skill and talent.
No. So it's not like they're going to let me
We are
just...
the spearhead of the Imperium. That's not the Seneschal's job. If such is the Emperor's will.
So I don't know,
I'm not interested.
it says unavailable. I'm not used to that popping up either. But anyways, this is where I would have expected it to be. I could be wrong. Like I said, I never found an underground bunker.
Stay sharp.
Right, so let me, okay, I discovered why we never figured it out. You can't turn off the transmitter. Instead, you have to use the iconoclast option and blow it up. And I always, like, want to save the melta-charge. And so I never chose that option before. But if you blow it up, it leads to a cord which will reveal the bunker. So I think
Let's
by
see this
shutting it
through.
off like I did, I don't know what I can do.
I am your shadow.
Yeah, so this is the lost cause. I'll have to do that in another playthrough. So that explains why I never got that achievement. Whoops. I just realized something. I gotta go do athletics here.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Onward to victory.
It's a little cheesy. I'm very disappointed in that being the requirement. Alright, now we'll do this. Traps everywhere. Somebody taunting us on the microphone or intercom the whole time. But basically you're just robbing them blind. There's lots and lots of battles, most of them against servitors.
Keep your...
The Vizier.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Am I?
Alright. How did I screw something up so badly?
Let's seize the moment.
Here, I'm gonna make this easier on myself.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant. Follow my steps.
Oh, they walked us up anyways.
I do what I must. Just as I was taught. Or mine.
Is that my blood?
Oh my goodness. How could I be screwing this up so badly? This is not that hard. It's a dexterity thing, and I don't particularly care for it because the way you click and move people around, I'm literally clicking, and they're not responding to my clicks. There's something about this game sometimes where I don't know if it's the camera, I don't know what the situation is, but I'm clicking my mouse and it doesn't do anything. And it doesn't help that it's on a freaking timer. And then I tried moving one person up and then the whole party moves up anyways. Alright.
What torments you?
Duty beckons.
Some choose well.
They say I have a magnetic personality. That certainly explains why I keep attracting trouble.
Just as he ordained. The web serves.
Every moment a chance for greatness.
Who's my little cyber accomplice?
Color the uncolored.
Do you require inquisitorial approval?
Look no further.
The Vixia.
Don't frighten
Would
me!
he
I don't
be
understand.
proud?
How,
Am I?
Venture forth.
I see.
They
Well, you know
fear
what?
to look.
I'm watching your back. Always. I won't object to it.
I guide humanity between the stars.
Okay.
Me,
I understand what happened.
if you insist, Lord Captain.
These little metal grates were electrified, so I needed to walk around them. Okay. That made sense, but it doesn't matter. We survived it. I'm going to F5 this so we don't deal with this again. And yeah, the athletics would jump down. That is definitely a way to go. And we can demolition through. Usually going the open path is not the right idea. Usually. Let's do the
Just
melted
as I
church.
was taught.
Stay sharp.
Alright, so we at least made it to the other side. I'm not saying that that's the... I don't remember what the right sequence of events needs to be here, but as you can tell, there are traps absolutely everywhere. It's a nice needle rifle. Always save it.
Onward to victory. Let's see this through. Bloodied yet still standing.
Some kind of Eldari helmet.
My warp sight reveals something.
Just as he ordained.
Onward to
Stop.
victory.
There.
I do what I must.
Saving it again, just because, like I said, traps everywhere. Just always assume that one wrong move.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Alright, this side seems
Let's
woefully
seize the moment.
weak in terms of loot. I guess it is. Let's try the other side.
My warp sight reveals something.
I revealed a trap, which is all the way over there.
Let us see what I found.
One and it's done.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
My pleasure. A job for me.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Cass,
Just
light
as
of
he
mine eyes.
ordained.
Have you ever considered dyeing your hair? With your house's wealth, you could afford the finest treatments.
Why ever would I do that? I perceive the hues swirling in people's souls. Their masks
I do
cannot
what I
deceive
must.
my gaze.
It's done.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
So we found one over there. Still making my way through this.
My pleasure.
As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of the... even when you play the games that have a bunch of potions, never been a fan of manipulating a bunch of potions, and I know some people are really into it. It's too much.
A job for me.
Let us see what I
Marching
found.
ahead.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Okay, so basically this is a smuggler's den. This is the same thing we already found. Same with that. So we just shut off the power supply to the tracks. So that means I could have picked up that item without taking all the shock damage.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
So I did some things a little out of order. Alright, we're on the other side of this fence. Could have blown it up somewhere back here and came through the other way.
Stop. There.
And these guys aren't dead.
and done.
Venture forth.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty.
So this is just like before, where they stand up and then blow up. So all I had to do was just walk away from where they went.
My warp sight reveals something.
My pleasure.
Okay, I'm gonna F5 this.
Let us see what I found.
A job for me.
Do not approach it.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
One and it's done.
Let's see this through.
I see what others do not.
So it's almost like the Book of Death or whatever. So I took Kesha's advice and we destroyed it.
Perfect.
This is where we could have blown up through.
Stay sharp.
Same thing as before. Oh no, this one's gonna be a battle.
Those poor Xenos wretches.
Submit and die.
If I may, isn't this a job for the servants?
My ears are ringing.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
For the throne's glory. Naturally. I won't object. Nothing stands against me. But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it. For the throne's glory.
The dynasty will rise again.
Deliver us!
What I could have done is I could have given myself the action and then put Carnival of Misery right away.
Reduce to dust.
Instead of what I just did.
well struck.
That thing's trying to get to him.
Indeed. It will be done.
Victory is imminent.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Naturally.
Go, everybody.
But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it. For the throne's glory.
Let's see, he's up to 17. So it means at the start of their turn, they're getting 17 resolve. And since everybody has multiple levels of Word of the Emperor, see, even everybody else has decent resolve.
Let's see to it.
Hand in hand.
Alright, so we should fix what should have been done a long time ago.
Easy.
I feel the power.
Put everybody on fire. Now we get to him. We're gonna burn someone.
I said so done. Let's set this in motion. Done and done.
Burn everybody on fire. Gain 30 momentum.
I said so done.
Two are better than one. My, it's time for them to run, my sweets. Am I getting paid for this?
She can't do it to herself, that's right.
I shall not fail. I will not die in dishonor.
Your reckoning is due.
As honor ordains. As the tenets demand.
Can't quite get to them. Man, this guy, he's a commander, he's got a lot of damage on him.
You will not undo me.
No foe too great. Easy.
Insignificant.
Yeah, that thing's going around and healing.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Witness my resolve. I know what to do. As said, so done.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the...
Alright, that finished.
Eliminate some Xenos.
Oh, now there's more.
Submit and die.
Let your soul be purged. Death is a blessing. Trust me.
Insignificant.
Caught by the killing brings me no pleasure.
Oh, killed 2 of the healers.
The shadows will...
Some nice bleeding on at least this one.
Trust me. I shall not fail.
I gotta
Let's
heal one.
patch you up.
I needed that.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair. Indeed. At your beck and call.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Me? If you... Another bird painted black.
Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Two are better than one. Me, never in 1,000 sectors. Don't get too cocky.
I know what to do.
The undying Emperor whispers his will.
I defy
Death is a blessing.
Easy.
Reassemblement commences.
Let's set this in motion. I said, so done.
I want a medal for that one.
Alright, so I get to go again.
They won't expect this.
Insignificant.
I know what to do. Let's set this in motion.
Reassemblement commences.
Get me a target. Your reckoning is due. I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Death comes in silence. My blade whispers your name.
Where's the other one? There's a guy hiding back here. Didn't even notice that.
A costly mistake.
Trust me.
Oh, I am gonna get to him.
It will be done. One fewer target.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain? Do not dare ask.
Alright, so that was a lot of... That was a lot.
Do you require an audience? If I may.
And done.
Onward to victory.
Damn it! I mean, just bad luck.
There was something in there. And of course I fail when I need to pass.
Let's seize the moment.
Alright, so now this thing is where it's bizarre, because you have to cross the trap to unlock the trap. But we can try. So it requires regular disarm, and that one's a Xenos disarm. Start
I
with
am your
regular disarm.
shadow.
As you can see, I can walk through here.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Why that happened, I have no idea. I didn't step on anything.
Aim for the heart next time.
My
Oh my
pleasure.
gosh, and she was able to do it from that side.
My warp site reveals something.
A job for me.
So it's a two-handed exotic. It does 30 to 40 damage. Range of 20. Just has a single shot. Not a big fan of these arc rifles. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, there's some goods right here. That's right.
Forge ahead, never linger.
We'll get back to the top.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
And Heinrichs just destroyed something.
Unexpected result.
And that's it. Not aware of any way to open this door or to do anything else. You basically go here and someone yells at you on the intercom. Then they start swearing and then you get attacked by these necro spirit beings. Alright. Well, I will end the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.